Hello and welcome back everyone, it's me Spuds and this will be episode 14 of the city we've been building, Spudcastle. And looks like we've got a bit of a fire going on there. I think just got it outside. Really like those UK fire engines, really nice that. Right, quite a bit to talk about today. As I'm sure you're aware of a few of you, there's an upcoming DLC. So one of the things I've been doing in the background is getting rid of quite a few assets. I've had a little bit of a cull, got rid of a couple of hundred so far, but I still need to do a few more on that. And a few people have been asking about a mod collection, and yeah, with the DLC coming up, I will be doing myself a little mod collection. And hopefully I'll be able to have that attached to the info on this video, hopefully. Asset collections, they're going to take a little bit longer because they're going to have to be categorised. Things like housing, shops, commercial, industrial, various things. I've got somewhere in the order of about 9,500 assets, so yeah, they couldn't even go in a single collection if I wanted them to, so I'll have to break that up, and that'll take a little bit of time to get that up, but that will be coming shortly. Right, anyway, so what are we going to be doing today? We're going to be coming over to this area, just swing that around. And in this area we're going to get some housing in. We'll use some of these brick 4000 tower blocks that I've kind of cheated the population in to drive the population up a bit and get a bit of industry demand. We're starting to get a little bit of a slither, but we'll push that up with some population push-ups there. We'll get some more high density shopping in along here. We'll develop this seafront with the tourist cruise line terminal here. I'm thinking we'll get some of the fishing industry going over in this area. We'll get a nice quay along the front and maybe some trams running along the seafront, and like a pedestrianised area, and we get some unique buildings, museums and stuff, and make a bit of a touristy area in the front here. So yeah, quite a big build for this episode, so a lot to get through. So with that, I shall jump in. it's okay. So we're back, and wow, got through quite a bit for this episode. So quite a bit to show you now. Started off with these nice 2 up 2 down Victorian terraces. Also, lovely set of little god rays from that direction there, isn't he? Oof, I do like that. Well, let's come across this way and get a better view. Also added this collector road, which we did add into the roundabout in the end. We also finished off the high school and added a little bit of walkability here and there. And because we were attacking the RCI, added a few of these, what I call me cheaty blocks. These Rick 4000 blocks that rather than use the realistic population mod, I'm already using Rico, so I also used that to double up and manually do the realistic population thing. And this is one of the blocks I use. I've set that to like 350, which believe me is a lot more than the realistic population mod would set it to. Right, what else did we put in? Yeah, this high street, nice little high street. Lots of British shops and Boots and Specsavers for William Hill on the end there, yeah, like that. A few more of these terraces, slightly more upmarket Georgian style with these ones. A few bits and bobs of services. I believe that's a Waitrose, I think. Yeah, Waitrose, yeah. Also added a whole bunch of high density commercial here because we're still trying to attack that, and that still isn't coming down. I'm starting to think there might be a little bug there. And then the main thing we did, and the main thing I'm really made up with how it came out with, is this kind of pier head area. Used these are all vanilla buildings, these main buildings here. These 3 are the museums you get as a reward for level 5 campuses. Now obviously we should only have one, in that we've only built one university, but yeah, mods, and they look nice, they fit the area, so yeah, we're using them. This you might recognise, it's the Modern Art Museum. Again, it's a vanilla piece. All we did with that was played around with the colour. Excuse me, I'm clicking on that. There we go. And that's what it looks like normally. And yeah, a bit bright and cartoony, so let's just pull that back down. One of my favourite mods. Oh, talk about free detailing. And then one of the things I'm happiest with, and I was made up, these animated billboards you can see along this row of shops. I thought I only had 1 or 2 of these, and when I come to look and put a few things down, I realised no, I've got dozens of them. So yeah, really made up with that, so I put a bunch of them down. A couple of nice art pieces. This one's actually made out of 2 separate art pieces that I've just overlaid on each other just to kind of make it a single art piece. So yeah, quite like that. And this one over here, normally an illuminated piece, and much smaller, but I thought it was a bit too bright, a bit too white, and a bit too small, so I converted it to POs, enlarged it slightly, and in doing so it stopped kind of self-illuminating. So what I did was just add a little spotlight in each corner. Looks lovely, this area at night. I will show you that in a second. And when I was at it with these billboards, I was like, right, okay, has to be done. And I took a little jump over to Web Square, and changed a few of the billboards around on this area, and added in quite a lot of those video ones. Really love how that brings the area to life. Also added a couple of these billboards on poles, or whatever you'd call them. Gotta say, love this asset. Came out with the recent content creators pack when Sunset came out. That is about the most overpowered thing in City Skylines there is. Just look at how many people are coming through there. Every one of them would be using cars if they weren't using the metro system. Really is overpowered. Highly recommend putting that in your city if you've got a big busy city. Right, let me just give you a quick look at this at night, and we will have a better look in a minute with some cinematics, but just for the second. Yeah. Oh, get into that pain, eh? Just love how that looks. Love it. Right, what are we going to be doing next time? Let's I'll show you this quickly while it's happening. See this ship? I might just have caught it. His aft was just clipping through that bit of key there, so I'm going to have to correct that. Isn't it always the case? Don't spot it till after you've built it. Yeah, we'll have to correct that. So yeah, next time, I think most people it's fairly obvious what we'll be doing. I'm going to come back out to the airport and we take another look at the airport and the new DLC, and see if we can improve on what we built, which not bad for my standards for an airport anyway. Right, now just before I go and set some cinematics up, let me quickly say it's been asked online about a mod collection, which I have got up now, and I will include a link in the description. Let me just say, before you go doing something silly and doing something like, subscribe to all, be aware I run this game with a 64GB computer. If you haven't got a seriously beefy machine, you're not going to run the entire mod collection that's up there. Also, one or two of the mods, they may be outdated in terms of there are better options available now. The likes of Touch It, where you would use to unlock, say, this piece of road here next to the harbour terminal. That mod is now depreciated, and I'll probably switch that out after the DLC comes out for the new one, which is, let's say that was a train station, would probably also allow you to switch out the train tracks. I can't remember what that's called off the top of my head, but I'll let you know once I make that change. So yeah, don't just go install them all. A lot of mods, they have dependencies and you have to install them in order. Things like Harmony, Patch Loader, ability to read, prefab hook, all of those mods you have to install kind of prior to the mod that is using them, kind of thing. So yeah, always read the description and put mods on over time. Use the ones that you're going to use most first, and then add one or two, see how your game runs, add one or two more. That's the way to go with it. Right, anyway, that being said, yeah, I shall set some cinematics up. I hope everyone stays well, and enjoy the cinematics, and I shall see you all next time.